Hola, how is everyone? I hope good. I am Sunny with Healing Power of Divine Universe. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you're notified when I upload more videos. Hit that like button and share this video if you think others can benefit from my messages. The reading today is on what's the gossip about you? What are people saying? What are people gossiping about your situation? Let's find out because I'm curious too. So the first three cards are from my index deck that I made. And the first one that came out is poison. So people are gossiping about you being poisoned. Maybe I'm hearing you being poisoned throughout your entire life. That there's been people poisoning people, maybe to steal somebody's money, to kill people, but there's been a community involved in poisoning people. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah, poison. So there has been a target. Maybe there's been the hitman that everybody's been talking about. I just heard that is a hitman that poisons people. So there's been numerous people that have tried to poison you throughout your life, but you are probably a chosen one, or God has protected you, or your angels, guides, ancestors. If you're spiritual, you will have the backing of all of those. But poison is a huge gossip about you. So, not saying that, or it could be that you poison somebody. I don't think so. I think that, well, I don't know. It could be people that were cross watching that did poison this person, did poison you. You know, take it as your position in this reading is, why you're watching it and what information you're wanting to get. So we start off with poison. We go to fake witches. So there's been fake witches. There's been a coven of fake witches. Probably watched Charmed, the seasons of Charmed, and decided, oh, we can do that. Probably have been actually using dark magic instead of being on the light side, the way that witches are really supposed to be. These are people that think that they're witches because they're putting black magic spells on another human being's life, their death, whatever. But these people need to realize that there are only certain amount of witches in the world. They don't just pop up in covens and are true witches. These are people that are worshiping something besides the higher power, that are using darkness to create black magic and spells, which is whatever we send out reflects on that person and is sent back to us tenfold, if not 100-fold. Just depends on how powerful the being is that you're fucking with. I think a lot of people are finding out that you are a person that they should have never messed with. Not meaning in a violence way, but they are reaping their karma now. They are being hit by your ancestors, guides, angels, and by God himself for trying to hurt a light worker, a spiritual person, an innocent person, anything like that. So we have secret societies. So I know that most people are like, holy shit, don't talk about that. Well, I'm a target of a secret society anyways. I have been my entire life. It just keeps coming and coming and coming. But these are the people I'm talking about that have been using black magic on communities and on people, spell ritual or sex rituals. So then people will be very more promiscuous and be sleeping with everyone. People sleeping with children because they think this somebody's preaching that God wants us to, that we're supposed to be the first ones to sleep with our children, which is absolutely fucking disgusting and ridiculous, but that's the truth. Anyways, so that's with the index cards. Now, this channeled message or messages I received, it's not for that many. This isn't going to be a super long reading, but we're definitely going to talk about it. Now, these messages are for specific people. Again, I'm just going to be honest. There is a name in this reading that I'm going to share. If it resonates, please, look into it. But here we go. So the first channel message I received is moms being involved in a cult and poisoning and stealing money from another mom or their children or from other people, but moms. So do you have more than one mom? Is there moms in your community that are involved in this, that are involved in a cult and also poisoning people and stealing their money? They're trying to kill people, and then use life insurance fraud or stuff like that, where people are claiming numerous claims on one person when they die. Unfortunately, in the world, we can get a life insurance policy on anyone, which I think is fucking just absolutely bizarre and disgusting. But then again, the people that probably came up with the rules and whatever, the government and stuff, are the ones doing this through their secret society, so they're benefiting off of this. So, but that's a law that we should definitely change, and change soon, because people lose their lives all the time to their family members, to their friends, to acquaintances, to a community, because they want to make money off of this person's death. The second one is money, in big letters. So what's the gossip is that you have money coming towards you. This was done because of money, that you maybe had a trust fund your entire life you didn't fucking know about because you had ignorant parents that were stealing your money, your moms. We'll kind of leave it at that. We have a mom's money, and we're trying to poison her entire life. So a mother, now it could be, of course, their daughter, but this is a mom. She has children, has a daughter, a son, or many of them, and they were trying to poison her for her entire life. Now, then it points to money, because of money. But you think about it. So this is a mom that has children, that if she died, then her children are the heirs of her fortune. So they could have been using their children against this mom. They could have had their children taken away from this mom. They could have killed husbands. They could have faked deaths. They could have destroyed this person's life with slander, gossip, rumors, their entire life, because they wanted this mom to commit suicide, to give up. There's, obviously many ways we can look at that. That gave me a really horrible feeling in my stomach, because for anyone to ever want somebody to harm themselves because they're so fucking greedy, and again, my stomach just got horribly sick, is absolutely sick. These people that do this, that, are killing people and poisoning people and harming people, and, harming people's lives, and, really taking away from a person's growth and expansion in their life, is fucking disgusting. You talk about the worst karma coming towards you. Maybe it hasn't hit yet. Maybe it won't hit in this lifetime. But can you imagine what your next lifetime is going to be like? Because you're obviously not serving your highest good in this life, and you're not going to even come close to meeting your life purpose. So, okay. The next one is Bob started the cult as a kid. And then the arrow is pointing from fake minister to Bob, whoever Bob is, and is brainwashing people, drugging children and women, prostituting children and women. This person is also married, or the gossip is that somebody's married to several people, meaning that there is a polygamy. I can't say that word at all. Relationships that people are married to numerous people. Like a man's married to, 15 wives, but their wives are married to 15 more men, and so on. It's a cult, people. That's what this is. It's a cult. That's what happens in cults. We all know that from, if you research cults, but if you also see the ones that have been, finally taken down after so long, in our lifetimes, that's what's going on. And then they're having children, and see this fake minister is also, collecting IRS, meaning on numerous, kids and children and wives and households, and committing insurance fraud and all kinds of shit. So you need to be aware of that. That is against the law where I live in Wyoming. I know it's you can do that, I believe, in Utah only. Correct me if I'm wrong. It says money, lots of money, and money laundering. So the gossip is talking about there's tons of money, lots of money, and they're laundering this money some way, probably through people's accounts, through people's names. They probably are using people's social security numbers through fake companies, and so on and so on and so on. Okay, the last channel message I did get were spells and black magic. And then, so again, people, when you are using spells and black magic to harm another person, to take away their free will, you are actually putting that spell upon you, and you are also putting your family for generations in karmic debt. You are hindering generations and generations and generations of your family that you haven't even met, that won't even know why their life is the way it is. You are creating a horrible life, horrible karma for your children, for their grandchildren, for their great-grandchildren, on and on and on. Brothers, sisters, moms, dads, uncles, aunts. That's what this shit does. So people, please stop using spells and black magic. It is against the law, for one thing. It is a serious crime to use this. And if you are using this on a person that is chosen, a divine being, an earth angel, a star seed, a rainbow, all the things that they call us light workers, us, chosen ones. You are fucking putting those spells towards God himself. So what do you think God is going to do to you? For one thing, God's reflecting those instantly. So if you're putting ugly spells on somebody and your face is completely broke out, your body, what the fuck do you think it's from? If you're putting a spell to make somebody older and they look younger and you look 90, what do you think's being done? If you're putting graveyard spells on people and you're developing cancer, the people around you are dying left and right. People are becoming heroin addicts, meth addicts, all kinds of things because they're putting addiction spells on other people. What do you think is going on? Wake the fuck up. And then these people think, well, you know what? I'm dying anyway, so I'm going to continue to spell them. Again, what you're doing is you're spelling everyone in your family. This is going to follow you for, reincarnation after reincarnation. Your past lives follow you into your next life and into your families, your children's, everyone's. So what do you think is going on here? You think you're hindering somebody? You think that because God has allowed this person to go through this fucking hard journey that you really were winning? Actually, God was using you, allowing you to build up so much fucking karma that this person would become the emperor or empress. They would go through every fucking queen or king in the deck to become this powerful master of a person that is love and light. They produce love and light. Their energy is of love and light. This is a spiritual fucking warfare. The devil has the darkness. God has the light. Who's going to win here? I mean, honestly, who is losing? That's what the gossip is. People are seeing the effects of these people that have been using black magic and spells, and they're like, whoa, what the fuck? They're 45 years old, but they look 95. Or people are accusing somebody of being an addict when they're not even a fucking addict. I mean, it's crazy. I spoke about me being an addict, and when you think about it, most addicts don't just quit using what they're using. They don't just decide one day and be like, well, I'm done. There are some, definitely, but, and people, an addict does whatever they need to do to get that drug, anything and everything. If they are dealing drugs, they're ripping everybody off. They're stepping all over the drugs so then they can make more money, but also, be able to, give themselves their own fix each and every day and all day long, and so on. We need to really start paying attention to what is going on. A friend says, well, I'm jealous of so-and-so, Linda Lou down the street. Joe Blow, please help me put this spell on this person. Let's both make a witch's box and keep it. And we'll call each other and we'll all decide to put the same spell on that person. What the fuck, people? Do you think God's really going to allow that person to be hit with all those spells? Are you serious? This person that you think that you have been dragging down with spells, honestly, has been reflecting them back to you your entire fucking life. This person never was hit with these spells. This person was put through this journey, a journey from God, to learn to be able to recognize these people. Because for one thing, we're talking about a cult here. And this cult has been formed from Bob, whoever Bob is, since he was a kid. Okay? So this man could be 70 fucking years old, 60 years old. That's 60 years. I got it. I had a reading. Oh my God. Okay, this is making a lot of sense to me. I had a reading the other day that family and friends were, after 60 years, they were turning on this person. That's what the message was. It was turning on this Bob, whoever Bob is. Okay, so, but anyways, this is going to be a huge message each and every day. You need to protect yourselves. You need to do cleansing baths. You need to pray, ask God, your angels, guides, ancestors to please put a shield of love and light around you always. Keep your vibrations up. If you are feeling down, if you start to feel no energy, you start feeling, depressed, know that those are, parts of these spells that are coming, but know and believe that God's reflecting them. If you don't have any energy and you are of the light, you know that you are connected to the higher power in a good way. You know that, things, your vibrations are high. That is God slowing you down. That is God stopping you from maybe being out into the world. That could be God's way of protecting you from what's going on, the gossip that we're talking about. Always look at the bigger picture when things are going on in your life. The last one is community, and it goes with the black magic, because then, of course, there's my arrows that says that they're done with the channeling. It is community, this cult has been using black magic on this community. That means that they've been using it against teachers, maybe police officers, FBI agents. We could be talking about a mayor. We could be talking about, just tons of people in your community are being hit with these black magic spells. Okay, they are not as protected as you are if you are of the light, if you're a higher being. Unfortunately, if people don't know to protect themselves against black magic and spells and don't realize that it usually comes from the people that we love the most, that we let our guards down. And these people hit us at our most vulnerable times when our vibrations are low. So it is really important to have cleansing baths, bathe in salt, pray each and every day, meditate, cleanse your energy, cleanse your mind. Be wary of the people that you are associating with. Start, asking God to protect you every time you go on camera, because people use your pictures on Facebook. I am to the point where Facebook is going to just come down, because that's where people read about somebody's life going good and they spell you, or they think they spell you. They're really spelling themselves, but they're too dumb to realize that, because, a couple, months go by and they're like, oh, that person's life fell apart. No, it didn't. A person like me, I work for God, so I surrender to God, and God provides for me in whatever way fit. Am I poor? Absolutely. Am I enjoying being poor? Absolutely not. But I know God has a plan for me, and I'm following that plan. Okay, so what other gossip's going on? I pulled signs that are gossiping, good or bad way. There is a Capricorn, the boss, which Capricorn came out in my last reading of what love is coming towards you, or what's coming in love. I can't remember the name, but so a Capricorn is being talked about, or this Capricorn is one of the people gossiping about you. We have the Three of Coins. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Successful gains through effort. You are also being talked about. Maybe you're going to be recognized from something. These are the people that are looking over like some type of plans. Maybe they're making plans to recognize you and offer you this successful gain. These could be just the people gossiping, obviously, reading a newspaper, whatever it is. But it looks like more like plans. So they're making plans to offer you some type of successful gain is what I'm hearing. And that's what people are talking about. We have a facade. So obviously there has been a facade going on. There's, been an outer appearance to the world, and it has been regarding children, and a man, an older man. So that's what I'm getting. Somebody, he could have white hair, he could be dark skinned, doesn't have to be. He could wear jeans a lot, he could have a brown coat, but they definitely are seeing, they're talking about finally seeing what has been going on, who's responsible for it. They are recognizing that people have been covering stuff up with a facade, definitely. We have an Aquarius, the Aquarius card. So there is an Aquarius that is gossiping about you, or it could be, gossiping just, about this in general. This Aquarius could be the gossip. It could be something to be, these people could be connected to you some way. This could be two fathers, I just heard. Or these could be a friend and an ex-husband or lover. Take it as it will. The Capricorn obviously is the devil. So it could be that people are talking about the devil himself. Patience. The gossip is that you have been extremely patient. Also, there could be somebody pregnant or going to be pregnant. This person is, very patient through all the moon cycles, knowing that this person is going to have fertility in their life. This could mean fertility, could mean a pregnancy, could be regarding a child. Maybe somebody here has been very patient regarding their child. But this person has grown a lot. This person has learned their hard lessons. That's why the gossip and the truth is finally coming out in your situation. Movement, choices, decisions. So they're gossiping about you having movement. Maybe you're going to move somewhere. You have a lot of choices to choose from. Maybe you are going to be offered to go live in or get a job, and you have Florida, Texas, and China to choose from. Decisions, you have a lot of decisions. Maybe it is regarding finances, love, and a marriage. Maybe somebody is going to ask you to marry them. Excuse me for 1 minute. I apologize. It is cold here. Cold. Winter's here. And I had my window cracked a little bit for some fresh air, and oh my gosh, my feet were freezing. So we have the Mars action card. We have Aries and Scorpio. So an Aries and Scorpio could be gossiping about you, or there could be some gossip about an Aries and a Scorpio. We have the Nine of Swords, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is, they're talking about you being like in some type of feeling of oppression, or they could be talking about this cult, this situation has really oppressed your, your life growth. It left you, feeling despair. These people also around you could be in despair because they're caught on what they were doing. There is a lot of anxiety. Maybe you're just really anxious for this to be over. These people are anxious for you to know the truth. Maybe you don't know all of it. These people could be, obviously the spells are being broken during this season and will continue to be broken. The people that were able to put spells on people before will no longer be able to do that. I want to make that very clear. God is here, and God wants you to know that. This could be, people ready for this cult to end in their community. It's really disrupted a lot of people's lives and hurt a lot of people. Obviously, there's been people being poisoned. Maybe there are people really sick from poison. You just have to really take what resonates and leave the rest, because again, these are specific readings for specific people. We have gossip. So again, what is the gossip about you? There is a lot. There could be also gossip about a short-haired older lady, definitely, that thought she was the shit, that would go around telling people bullshit lies about people. She looks happy, and the people around her are looking at her like, what the fuck? Really? Come on, bitch. And they're pissed off because they've listened to gossip and lies. They have allowed somebody to really put a facade in front of their eyes and believe it. And that's what the gossip's about. Rebirth. So you are going through a rebirth. You're going to have a rebirth of life. Maybe you have recently gone through a spiritual awakening. We go through many in our lives. They're exhausting. Maybe this community is having a rebirth because of you, because you were stood up for yourself. You were standing up for this community. You were, you stepped into your strength and power and courage and helped this community break free of what this cult was doing to them. After 60 years, people, that is very important. This Bob could be 60 years old, because remember, this Bob started this cult. Well, he went to started it when he was 1. So he's probably actually a little bit older than that. Or it could be that this cult's been going on for 60 years and this Bob took it over. Take it as you will. The gossip is authority. You're standing in your power, in your authority. There are also authority figures that are pissed the fuck off, are not listening to lies and gossip anymore, aren't buying the bullshit. This guy looks like he is pissed off. But if you notice, on his ears, he has leaves. So this is an authority figure that is also connected to the higher power. This authority figure stood in their power, did not, decide to join a cult. This could be an undercover authority figure that was part of this cult, getting information to help free you and other people that are involved unwillingly. This could be to free people that have been worshiping the devil and their karma's hitting them so bad they're really stepping back and deciding to go on the path that they should have gone down in the first place, really turning towards God. But there is authority involved, and this guy does not look happy. This man is not easily swayed. This man, knows the truth, and he's not going to stop until everyone that's responsible go to jail or prison, and the people that are being hurt by this cult, these children by poison, are going to be freed. Third house, perception. Gemini. So a Gemini definitely is gossiping about you. Their perception has been changed about something. So maybe this is a friend of yours. Maybe the perception regarding a Gemini that was in your life. It could have been somebody that you were in a relationship with. It could be a friend of yours. It could be a mother figure, a father figure, a husband, wife, sister, brother, whomever. Or this could represent you. Maybe you're a Gemini and the perception of you is being changed. And that's the gossip. We have the Hermit, sign of Virgo. So the gossip is that you're being a hermit, that you're staying, away from people, that you are really going within to get the answers and the knowledge that Spirit's giving you. Maybe you're watching more tarot readings. Maybe you have been, really trying to just eat healthy or eat lots to gain up energy. You've been resting and sleeping and just really, going within and staying to yourself. The Hermit also, to me, can represent a undercover police officer too, because, they're just really, quiet and sneaky. They kind of stand back and watch. And I get that from this card too. There also could be a Virgo that's in hermit mode that is gossiping about you, or these people are gossiping about this Virgo because this Virgo could be, connected to you also. We have completion. This came out in my last reading. They're talking about a completion, a death to a situation, to a community being black magic spelled, to money laundering and money stealing and people being married to more than one person, to a fake minister brainwashing people, drugging children, and prostituting children and women. We can only pray that's the truth. Completion to a death. Maybe you lost somebody and you're finally going to put that to rest. Take what resonates and leave the rest. We have the mystery card. This is a sign of all signs. So they are definitely talking about your spiritual gifts, what you believe. They are maybe opening their minds to the unknowable, the cosmos, universal truth, source. They're seeing maybe they're starting their shadow work, their inner knowing. They're starting to actually connect with the higher power. They also talk that you are this person, that you are very psychically inclined. You have tons of psychic abilities. You are, source. You are in tune to other worlds, to space, to the occult, to your intuition. All signs. So the entire community knows that you are, excuse me, psychic as fuck. And if it's not you, it's somebody else in this situation. They see that you are going through a lot of sorrow. I feel that they also know that they have caused this sorrow in your life. That could be why you're hermiting. That could be why you're really connecting to the higher power to heal from this sorrow. Also, this community caused this sorrow for you because they were connected to a cult. If this isn't a cult, people, then it is a religious organization. I personally feel like they all are. I think that the higher power, God himself, is trying to get us away from these religious organizations because we can worship God any time of our life. We should constantly be saying thank you. We should constantly be telling, our angels, guides, ancestors, how much we love them, appreciate their protection. We need to really open our minds to the universe, to the higher power, to different worlds, to different, things that live in the world. There's a lot of, bad things. If we believe in God, there's a devil. Now, if you believe in the devil, there's a God. God got rid of the devil for a reason. So what do you think God's going to do to anyone that worships the devil? They might progress quicker in life, but it only is until God, gives them a little bit of rope and then he pulls them back. And by then you're fucked because you've done horrible things your entire life to be rich, to be famous, to be have power, to use your sexual needs to harm other people and children and women, to make money off of prostituting, human trafficking women and children. There's, God is really here. God wants us all to know he's here. So whatever you have, put out into the world is coming straight the fuck back at you, but it's coming back at you 100-fold. So if you put out good, what do you think you're going to get back? 100-fold in good. If you've only put out bad, you're going to get that 100-fold in bad, and it's going to be tremendous. The last card I pulled is fertility. So again, you could be pregnant. You could want to get pregnant. You might have planted a lot of seeds in your life, or you're planting seeds in your life now, and they know that it is just going to grow. You're going to expand. You're really going to become fertile in life. And that could have been what they were trying to stop you from too, this cult, this community or religious organization or whatever it is, a group of fake witches, whatever. They really wanted to hinder this. But in reality, you have actually grown so much through this journey. It actually did the opposite of what these people were trying to do to you. If they were poisoning you, you could have almost died, but God had said, no fucking way. You could have been poisoned your entire life. You should have been dead numerous times, but here the fuck you are. On and on and on. So with that being said, I'm going to end it there. So I really hope you enjoyed this message. I think that you're all beautiful, loving people. I pray for the highest good for everyone and everything. Peace and blessings.